relaxation that we're going to do together. There'll be a change of positions at some point. So you're watching me now on the mat, but there'll be a position where you're like viewing from above when we do the full body relaxation, so we can relax together. You can join me, you can copy what I do. I'm doing it for the yoga part of it. I've got set sort of routine that I'm going to do each leg 3 times, and I really like this routine in particular. I find it really soothing for me anyway. It's like a good stretch either in the morning or before bed, so you can follow me along or just watch and listen to the sound of my voice whispering in your ears. Some people just like to watch, don't they? Some people like to follow along. It's the same with stretches. We're just going to do some really gentle stretching as well, just to get our body moving, our muscles, the blood flowing to our muscles. Quite often, if I don't stretch before bed, I definitely find that I'm more sore or stiff. So I've really been enjoying lately just, having some stretches, and then we're going to do our sort of breathing relaxation. We're going to maybe stretch on the mat, but full body relaxation, breathing together, so that we can hopefully fall asleep, which is the aim of today's session. So I hope that sounds okay to you. Of course, I am not a yoga instructor. I just am somebody that likes yoga. I have been going weekly at the minute. I go on a Tuesday evening to yoga, which has been good. It's been really nice and gentle. But I've been to a variety of different yoga classes, whether that's been hot yoga, which is very interesting because you're so hot, you're literally in this pod with like so much heat, and you're trying to do all these yoga moves, but you're sweating because you're so warm. So I've done yoga like that. I've done yoga outside, so outdoors. I've done yoga at the beach, at classes. I love to do it every year in January. I often will do the Yoga by Adrian. She does like a 30-day January yoga program, and it's free. You just watch her YouTube videos every day. Quite often I'll do that. I've not done it this year, but quite often I'll do that, and it's for like beginners as well. So if you've never done yoga, it's a really good opportunity to get free classes and do it in the comfort of your own home. So yes, I just wanted to kind of preface this with the fact that I am not a yoga teacher by any means, shape or form. I am just somebody that likes to do a little bit of yoga, and we're going to do it for ASMR. I hope that makes sense. So we're going to use the Tascam for now when we do our stretches, so we're going to keep this in my hand. I will do a voiceover for the other parts, because doing yoga with a Tascam is crazy business. So I will switch to voiceover still with the Tascam, but it will not be live recording, but we're going to do some live stretching with the Tascam just now. Okay, so if you join me in seated position, like so, I'm going to keep my legs crossed. Okay, we're going to start with the head and the neck. So just bend your chin to chest. We're going to stretch out the back of our neck. And then chin to the ceiling. You'll feel these muscles here. Stretch. And then chin to chest. And then chin to ceiling. we're just going to turn to the right side. And then to the left side. I had a little bit of a crunch in there for my neck. And then back to the left side. Sorry, right side. And left side. And then we're going to circle our neck. It's all the way up and down. Clockwise and then anti-clockwise. And then back to clockwise. And anti-clockwise. Ta-da. Okay. So that is our neck. So next, you're just going to shrug your shoulders a few times. So up, down, up, down. Okay. And then we're going to take this hand. So your right arm, you're going to lift up to the sky and you're just going to bend over like so. Sit. Just bend over. And you'll feel that stretch in your side. And then back to upright. I'm going to swap the dust, come over. We're going to do it with the other side. Okay. All the way over. And we'll feel that bend. That stretch. And then we're going to repeat the process. So back to this side. Arm up and over. And the other side. And back. Seated position. Okay. So I'm going to now just lengthen one of my legs. So you lengthen your right leg. And I'm going to gently reach and try and touch my toes. So I'm going to shift my body slightly so I'm facing my foot. And I'm going to grab onto my toes and I can feel the stretch in my calf and hamstring. And if you can, go further down. It's kind of my limit at the minute. Some people can really touch their nose to their knee. If you can do that, by all means do that. Alright. Back to center, so tuck that foot back in. We're going to do the same thing on this side, okay? So, other foot, swapping my hand. Just kind of tuck this in. Okay, we're going to reach over and we're going to twist so that we are facing this foot. And you can feel the stretch right along your kind of calf hamstring. Mainly your hammies, but you can feel your calf muscles contract as well. Alright, and back up, we're just going to repeat this. So, other side once more. Twist and stretch. You might feel it in your back too. And then if you can, put both your legs out, like so, straight in front of you. And then you're going to reach up and over. Forward, so you're going to try and go as far forward as possible. For me, it's not that far, but if you can, try and touch your toes, get as far possible as you can. If you can't touch your toes, the ankles or the calf or the knee even is fine. Just try and get a good stretch, okay? I'm just going to sit this down. You might want to see if you can get a little bit further as well. I'm lifting a hand up. I've just got one hand down, but use both hands. I want your hair for a little minute. See if you can push even further. Again, you'll probably feel your calf muscles and your hamstrings really protest. But that's okay, it means they're getting a good stretch. Alright, and back up. You can fold your legs again. Now, I'm going to shuffle a little bit further forward because we're going to circle our arms and I don't want to hit the piano behind me. So we're going to rotate our arms like so. Forward and backwards. I can feel and hear my shoulder lick. Alright, and again, the other side. Forwards. And then backwards. Okay, other side again, so forwards. Backwards. For me, it really helps open up my shoulder. I don't have the best shoulders in terms of stability, but it's good. And then the other side. And then back. Alright. Give yourself a little shake. And we're now going to do our yoga. Okay. So get yourself ready and join me on the mat. Okay, here we are. So we are going to start in a forward fold. And we're going to rise to halfway lift. Try and get as flat back as possible. Then we're going to come back to forward fold before we go root to rise. Hands to chest. Okay, we're going to stick the right leg back. Warrior 1. And then we're going to twist to warrior 2. Then we're going to come back. Like so, hand in the air. And then we're going to twist round and down. And put our left arm into the air. Hands back on the mat. Legs back into plank pose. Slowly lower belly to cobra. Just a little look over the shoulder. Cobra to downward facing dog. And you want to pedal that out. And then slowly walk up to the top. Alright, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Root to rise. Hands to chest. And now step the left leg back. Twist and then warrior 1 into warrior 2. I think this might be called warrior 3, but I can't remember. So we're going to twist back and then we're going to twist all the way around. And we're going to do the hand up. See how I twist on my back leg. Hand in the air, back down. Then we're going to go And then slowly walk to your hands, forward fold. And so we're repeating this. This is our second cycle. So we're halfway lift, flat back, forward fold, root to rise, hand to chest, step the right leg back, warrior one, twist into warrior two. We're going to call this warrior three. And then we're going to twist all the way around. Left arm comes in the air. You see I twist on the back foot. Bring the hand back to the mat. Plank pose. Belly to cobra. A little look over the shoulder for that stretch. Cobra to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. And then slowly walk all the way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Root to rise. Hands to chest or hands to heart. We're going to step the left leg back. Warrior one. Into warrior two. Into warrior three. Then we're going to twist round. Hand up in the air. And then we're going to go back to plank. Belly to cobra. Cobra to downward facing dog. We're going to gently pedal it out and walk to meet our hands, and that is sequence 2. So we're moving on to sequence 3. It's our third repetition. So we're coming up into we lift back to forward fold, root to rise, hands to chest, right leg back, warrior one, into warrior two, backwards warrior or warrior three, and then we're going to twist all the way around, pivot on the back leg and put the left hand up into the air and back to the mat. Plank pose, belly to cobra, little look over the shoulder, cobra to downward facing dog. Pedal it out and walk all the way up to the top of the mat. Last one, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, root to rise, hands to chest, hands to heart, left leg back, warrior one, into warrior two. Do you know what? I think it could be called peaceful warrior. I think this one is peaceful warrior. Maybe. Who knows? Then we're going to rotate back round. That was a little bit of rotation for me. Right hand in there. And to the mat. Plank pose. Slowly lower belly to cobra. Little cheeky turn around. Then we're going to push into upward downward facing dog. Pedal it out, and then we're going to gently come to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Root to rise. Hands to heart. There we are. That is us. Alright, so we're just going to lie down on the mat. There we are. So you can lie down wherever you are, whether that's in a bed or on the mat. And we are going to focus on our breathing. I'm just going to probably, you can stretch out. So I'm just going to stretch my shoulders, my arms, just So we're going to try and focus on our breathing. So taking some deep breaths. So it's really important that we think of breathing as perhaps even a wave. So you want to breathe in and then breathe out. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, or breathe in and out with your nose. But if you were to breathe in with your nose and out through your mouth, you can imagine the breath that comes out of your mouth is like a wave washing calmness over you. So imagine it's just washing all of your stress and your worries away. So if you follow my lead, so breathe in and out. And now the wave wash over you. Then in for 4. And out for 5. And just let that wave wash over your body, that calmness. Just let it wash all over you. And breathe in again, and for 4. And then release, let that wave of breath just wash over you. So continue with the breathing. You want to be breathing in deeply. You want your exhale to be longer than your inhale. And you want to let that wave just remove all of the stress, all of the worries that you have. Just let them fade away. And as you're focusing on your breath, but we're going to now relax your entire body. So I want you to start by wiggling your tippy toes. Feel the muscles in your tippy toes contract, and then release and relax. Let your toes go to sleep. Then I want you to kind of flex your foot, so curl it so that you feel the muscles in the soles of your feet. And then release and relax and let your feet go to sleep. And then I want you to gently rotate your ankles. Let all those muscles stretch. And then release and relax, and let's let your entire foot go to sleep. Then if you flex your foot, we're going to focus, so that movement focuses on your calf muscles. And I want you to flex that foot to feel your calf muscles contract. And then release again, and we're going to say good night. Good night, good night to your calf muscles. Then if you bend your knee, you will feel the muscles involved in that movement in and around your knee. And then you're going to release and relax and say sweet dreams to your knee. We're going to move up, so you've got so many muscles in your thighs, you've got your glutes, and now we can contract them as if you gently squeeze your bottom. You will feel your actual glutes contract, your gluteus minimus, gluteus medius, and gluteus maximus. So you're going to contract them. Squeeze, 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 and then release. Relax. I'm going to say good night. Good night, good night, good night to your legs. Then if you move up to your abdominals, you can suck your belly in. That movement of sucking your belly in involves a lot of muscles in your kind of abdominal, and they will contract, and you'll feel the contraction, contraction, contraction. And then release and relax. Sweet dreams to your tummy. Then take another deep breath. Your rib cage will expand, and all of the intercostal muscles will help with the expansion of the rib cage, and they will be contracting. And then when you breathe out, those muscles will relax, and we can say good night to your chest. Then you can raise your shoulders to your ears. Bring your shoulders to your ears and feel the contraction there. Feel your body and say goodnight to your shoulders. If you flex at the elbow and flex your bicep, you will feel both your bicep and your tricep. They'll be working really hard to make that movement. So if you do that, feel those muscles and then release and relax and say sweet dreams to your upper arm. Then if you bend your elbow, again you will feel all the muscles involved in making the elbow bend, and then release and relax sweet dreams to your elbow. We can move to your wrists. So if you circle your wrists, or even if you flex your wrists, you will feel the muscles in your lower arm contract. Or if you supinate your arm as well, you will feel them contract, the muscles involved in supination and pronation. And then release and relax, and we'll say goodnight to your upper arm. Then if you rotate your wrists, you will feel the muscles involved in that, in holding your wrist and helping you move with your wrist. Then release and relax. And then if you scrunch your hands into a fist, you will feel all the little muscles there contract. And then we can say goodnight to your hands. And then if we move up to your neck, if you raise your chin to the sky like we did earlier, you will feel the muscles at the front of your neck contract. And if you bring your chin to chest, you will feel all the muscles at the back of your neck contract. Your trapezius muscles, a great big muscle there in your back and the back of your neck. And then we'll say good night to the neck. And then we're going to move up to the face, the last place for us to contract and to rest. So if you give me a big smile, or even if you clench your teeth, you'll feel all of the muscles in and around your face and around your mouth. They'll be contracting and then release and relax. If you move up to your eyes and scrunch your eyes really tightly shut, there's quite a lot of muscles involved in that movement. You can contract and then release and relax. And finally, if you lift your eyebrows, raise your eyebrows as high as they'll go,